Hi, my name is Janet Jegnickel, and this presentation is why an organization development practitioner for software projects is needed. The purpose of an OD practitioner is they will facilitate between you and the software company to ensure a smooth transition for stakeholders, from executives to frontline employees to the customers in the marketplace. Why do you need an OD practitioner for this change? Well, it will reduce and eliminate employee emotions of frustration and anxiety. It will improve communication at all levels, and it will help to ensure that you will be on budget and meet timelines for this implementation. The objectives between me, the OD practitioner, and your company is to implement a software that yields quality results. You, the employees, and the customer are able to identify the benefits of the software, including functionality, reliability, and efficiency. And then you'll also be able to maximize productivity through quality assurance by defect detection and correction. The expected outcomes of this transitional change is to reduce operational costs, launch software efficiently and on time, and develop high-performing teams within the organization. We will be using the Rothwell and Sullivan change model, and we will begin in phase 1, which is marketing. And our focus here is to make sure that we both understand the intent and why you have an organizational change practitioner to assist with facilitating and communicating between both you and the software company. Why this will help to save you money and time and make sure you have a successful implementation. Phase 2 is the pre-launch. This is where we build relationships so we can understand the norms of our teams, how we will function and operate together to move this implementation forward. Phase 3 of the change model is the transformative launch, and I will be utilizing the Deming continuous improvement cycle to assist your organization through this change. And we will begin with step 1, and that is to plan or research and understand the why and how it will be measured. And we will focus on each module of the software and work with the departments that specific module affects to make sure we all understand the whys and how we will move forward with step 2 is to go live with the software and collect feedback from your stakeholders, from your customers, the employees, your frontline employees that are using the software, to make sure that if there are adjustments that need to be made, we make them quickly and make those adjustments. And step 3, this is where we check and we gather data and monitor. So with the feedback and with the clicks and the transactions that are being done and operated through the system, is there anything that needs to be acted on or improved upon with step 4, and we make those adjustments. Once the software is implemented and we are running and improving and making those adjustments, we will begin to focus on phase 4, which is the separation of the OD practitioner from the relationship, and we will look at the reflection and assessment of the new software project. The time and money that needs to be invested includes 18 to 24 months in order to implement for full implementation of the software. Investment is the purchase of the software, ongoing annual license, maintenance, and support fees, the training hours by the software company, including their travel and lodging, the fees for me, the organization development practitioner. And you also have to remember the time the employees who are working on the high-performing teams are giving for each module to run the continuous improvement cycle, and then time and training for the employees or end users that are using each module in the implementation process, and then the time to measure the results of each module and make sure that the overall software implementation are meeting the objectives and the expected outcomes of the project. How will we measure these results? Well, first we need to make sure that we are identifying any defects and then making sure we get those corrected before we do a full launch of the modules. So the test efficiency is important as we work in those high-performing teams. When we're in step 1 and we're planning and research, we need to make sure that our teams are working to make sure they identify anything that needs to be corrected before before going live with the software. We also want to measure how the software is working. So we can use performance execution data by looking at the software you were using and then the new software, and compare the time per transaction and then the clicks per transaction to complete, to ensure that we are saving time and this new software is efficient for your company. And then the other way to measure is the cost comparison. How much time does it take to execute each transaction? And when you multiply that by the rate of pay of the employee or employees that are performing those transactions, you can get the cost of the transaction to see if the existing software compared to the new software, that there is an improvement. In conclusion, the expected outcomes are cost reductions in operations and implementation of quality software product on an agreed upon schedule. Customers are happy with minimal impact because employees are able to adjust and provide great service throughout the transition. And the areas that will most impact the organization's culture and sustainability is incorporating continuous improvement, investment and development of employees, decision-making skills, and collaboration through high-performing team management. Thank you so much for your attention, and I look forward to working with you